Where's welcome?
Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show.
Bro Show. Bro Show. Bro Show. You and Chris.
Well, all right. And now, Disneyland Paris News. Symphony of Colour.
What a load of map.
I forgot we had a different jingle for the Bro Show.
So did I until about 20 minutes before I left my wing to come to your wing to do our show.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are we doing, everyone? Oh, hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. We're Lucieless today, although she may join us later. She's currently on her way from that there big London place, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's been doing a intimacy training course for directing intimate scenes in theatre.
Directing them, not performing them.
No, but there has been some hands-on practical, participation.
Wow.
Which is, it's a bit awkward, isn't it?
It is a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Well.
So, it's just us for now. Yeah. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good.
It feels a bit weird, this, doesn't it? I've
Yeah,
just had a
does.
week off. I've come back and now are you having next week off, you?
Actually, I think I've earned a week off.
I think you've
Don't
more
you?
than earned a week off, yes. I do. Okay, so I can tell you what I've got for today.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of news, is there? I've got 3 trip reports, I think.
It's a lot of trip reports.
It's a lot of trip reports. We've got 3 trip reports. One of them's from Halloween, so we'll get that one out of the way first. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean that it's not Halloween anymore, unless you're gone to the app, of course, as some of you have mentioned on the Facebook page today. But
Unless you keep it in your heart all year round, like I do.
If you keep Halloween in your heart all year round, then yes,
My
it's still
cold
Halloween.
heart.
And I'm wearing an autumnal jumper today because we're somewhere between Christmas and Halloween, and I feel this is not quite Halloween, not quite Christmas.
I was going to suggest that we wear, plaid, or as we call it, checks, and maybe have, a moose head on the wall, but, because we're a couple of bros. We've got hot sauces, by the way.
We've got hot sauces.
We've got all sorts going on today, and, a general attitude of, I don't know.
Devil may care.
Yeah.
Devil may care.
We've got, a cheeky charm.
There you go.
A roguish quality.
I was really hoping that some of the people in the 37 Disney Street Facebook page would give you some voices to do or ask you to sing some songs or any of that kind of stuff, but we haven't had any requests for that. So
I'm glad.
yeah, but you guys in the chat, if you'd like him to sing a song as Jeffrey or Buzz Lightyear or something, that'd be quite fun. I mean, just chuck it in and we'll see what we can do.
Buzz Lightyear.
Should we see who's in the chat, speaking of the chat?
Yes.
Who are they?
First up in the chat, and quite proudly saying first in the chat, is Emily S.
Go on, Emily.
31 days until they go.
Ooh, that's really soon.
Hope everyone's had a lovely weekend, says Emily.
I have.
Hey to John. And we've also got, let's start with this one. Hey everyone, hope you're all having a Disney-filled day. Can't wait to see Troy and Chad, I mean Chris and Hugh on the podcast.
Troy and Chad.
Yeah, or Bill and Brian.
Whoa.
Gareth Pierce theme parks, 15 days. Everyone's going. And then everyone starts waving pink hands. Bonnie's in the chat under Lucie's handle, waves a pink hand.
Hi, Bonnie.
Kelfie's here, as is Faye. Faye has just over 50 days until their DLP trip.
Ooh.
Hello to Maddie and Aaron. Hey everyone, just realised I completely forgot to put my trip report in. Oops.
Well, get on with it, Aaron.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Well, we got a bunch in, so don't worry too much.
Wait.
We've got a bunch to get through. Bonnie says, bow before the pink hand.
Bow before the pink hand.
Lisa says, hey everyone, 7 days till we go now. Can't believe this time next week I'll be there.
There's so many Christmas trips about to happen.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Not been to the park since summer 2016. Pre-kids in Florida. Well overdue my Disney fix. I would say so. 7 years.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like... Oh, yes.
Get there now.
That's self-abuse at this point.
Mm.
Helen says, I wish I had a Disney countdown to post. I wish you had one too, Helen.
Make one up, Helen.
Yeah.
Just tell everyone you're going in 75 days.
Do what Whitney does and pick a date and then think about booking it later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. Think of, what was it? Booking a date and then just think about paying it later, whether or
Yeah.
not to pay it.
Just pay the deposit and just, yeah.
Cheryl
Worry about it
says,
later.
5 days till we leave. Is that winning so far?
I think 5's winning. We had 7 before that.
Flying
All right.
Saturday morning.
Ooh.
This is the trip we booked live on the show all those months ago. I remember. Can't wait for my mulled wine and Disney fake snow. What's it called? Snope? No. What's it called?
Was that
Yeah,
a fact
Snope.
checking?
Yeah, it's Snope.
Fact checking website.
Yeah, it's not snopes.com.
Not facts checking website.
Hello to Andrew Palmer and Lee's Magical Disney Adventures. Evening, I have a bone to pick with Hugh. I bought the Christmas pudding crisps on his suggestion. Not nice.
Oh, I want to try those.
Well, you can, Chris.
Can I?
I'll get you some right now. Wait.
Oh, man. As soon as I saw them, I wanted to try them because I like interesting crisp flavours. I'm a big fan of crisps and I love Christmas pudding. But,
I don't like
yeah, and I think this may be the problem. Perhaps because you don't like Christmas pudding and you do like these, they're not
Yeah.
going to be great. Bit of ASMR.
I mean, what are a couple of bros without a bag of crisps? Chris pops one in his mouth.
Mmm.
He says,
Mmm.
which you can probably hear, listeners. They're all right, aren't they?
Tastes like raisins.
Yeah, and again, like that kind of fruity, like cakey thing, I don't like at all.
Mmm.
But I like these crisps. So sorry, Lee,
Yeah,
but
they're
they're not for everyone.
Yeah, Lee, you're wrong.
Not nice, and then a puking emoji. Hello to Whitney, and we got Ed. John says, yes, bro show, intro music, love it.
I threw it together in about 30 seconds.
Emily says, first time I've actually seen the nacho holder. Yes, I have Nachosaurus here. Not with nachos. Oh, I forget the green screen.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what we need? We need
Move it that way a bit.
we need a bit of the green screen that's just pure green, and then we can move things in front of it.
If you move it, keep going. No, down. It's down, isn't it? Down, down, down. If you put it down on the table, you can see its legs. Can you bring it forward? Yeah, look, it's coming into view. Here it comes. Sorry, this is great for you listeners on the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah,
but yes, Nachosaurus.
Nachosaurus. Yeah.
You've been looking for it for a long time. I found it slightly cheaper than he'd found it in other places. And
Yeah, but I mean, it was like it was still more than I wanted to pay. I think it's
Yeah.
only worth about 20 quid, but I went for it in the end. I couldn't resist any longer.
it's very good at holding nachos and crackers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Crackers in this case. Let's high five. Says, good evening, everyone. Counting down 8 days till DLP. We're going back up now. Also heading to Efteling for a day trip on Tuesday. So feeling like it's a nice warm up for the main event next week.
Is the Efteling day trip? Then you're going home again afterwards, or then you're heading off? Because that
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't quite add up, does it?
no, but I reckon Efteling is when your holiday starts, even if you're coming home first.
Yeah.
I would say so. It's not 8 days; it's 2.
Depends where they are, really.
Yeah. it does.
Susie's here. My tree went up this weekend with baby due any day now. I figured I'd best get it done. Oh, exciting times, Susie.
That's awesome, Susie.
Susie sent me a video which I haven't had time to watch yet, but I've marked it as unread.
I've seen a very nice picture of Dot today on Facebook in an astronaut outfit, which is pretty darn cute.
We would have put our tree up this weekend, but Lucy's not here. We'll probably put it up sometime one evening this week, I reckon.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Bonnie says, what's Nacho Holder's name? Is it Bob or Dave?
Does it have to be Bob or Dave? Or
Oh,
could
that's
we pick a different name?
something to think about.
I think Chad is more appropriate.
And finally, last batch of people, we've got Nate. Who is Nate? Hello, DLP peeps. Oh, DL peeps. Sorry, Nate. I like that.
DLP.
Nice one.
Yeah.
And we've also got Stacey, who says, hi. And Ruth, who says, hi all. And the Dunn
Hey,
family.
hey.
Hello, everyone from sunny Walt Disney World, ready for Mickey's Christmas party. Oh,
Holy
my
holy.
God. Wow. I hope you're having fun. The Dunn family. Yeah, as we always say, not at all jealous. It's 26 days until Whitney goes. Cheryl, not jealous at all. Dunn family. Let's high five. I live in the Netherlands, so it's only half an hour away. Sorry, an hour away.
Can I just say, Dunn family?
And hello to Bram. And that's everyone.
Can I just say, Dumb Family, Emily was so proud. Was it Emily? To be the first one in the chat this morning?
Yeah.
This evening?
Yeah.
And people straight away start thinking, oh, we're the Dumb Family then. And then you just waltz in late in the chat to tell us you're in Walt Disney World.
So casual.
Honestly.
I mean, they're obviously having such a good time that they don't feel the need to also be first in the chat.
that they don't feel the need to miss our show.
Yeah. Right. Should we do some news? But also, I'm gasping. Are you gasping?
I'm really gasping.
Hey, ole, it's showtime! All together! Your tiki 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 cup in your tiki 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 cup. Well, you made yourself a beverage, now drink it up from your tiki 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 cup.
I'm really conscious of how much more of my body can be seen. I don't mind. It's fine. I mean, a couple of years ago I would have been bothered, but
There's 1.3 stone less of me since our last Disney trip. So I'm happy to be seen.
I've stolen my son's tiki cup and brought it with me today.
You stole a Darth Vader geeky tiki.
I have.
It's very nice.
It is very nice.
The matte black works well on that. I've got Sports Direct mug because I'm an absolute bloke today.
You lad.
Can you tell? As I dance around with a cup.
The testosterone as I came into this room today.
I know.
It was crazy.
I'm what
Absolutely
trolls
crazy.
call a soy boy. I've been called that a few times on Twitter.
Soy boy.
I actually found out, just a quick aside, that there was a comment that was hidden from me on Facebook. It said, and I clicked to reveal it. That's a loud helicopter.
That's a really loud helicopter.
I clicked to reveal it, and it was someone posting a horrible doctored image of me. And then I went onto their account, and they had one follower, and most of their content were pictures of me, like targeted attack. And the only reason I can figure out is because they disagree with my quite universal political takes. And so I've reported them. They haven't tweeted for over a year. So because the fact that they were muted meant that I just didn't know they were like trolling me. And it was quite nasty stuff.
I've got your complaint, Hugh, and I'll do something about it.
I'm not confident anything will be done, but like I say, they haven't tweeted in over a year. So anyway,
Let's High Fives in the Netherlands. So F-Telling's just round the corner.
oh, I see. Yeah.
There's a nice little NL loving going on between them and which one's Wanderlust.
Emily says Hugh's Christmas jumper is sparkling in ever so festive way thanks to the green screen. Do you know what? I call this an autumnal piece. I don't think the reindeer. It's got some stags, some pheasants, and some foxes on, and some mallards. So I think of this as an autumnal piece, as kind of a gateway Christmas jumper into the December month.
But it's got those oranges as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The oranges kind of hold it back from Christmas, I think.
Yeah. Right, today, Chris, because we're a bunch of bloody blokes, we're going to have some Budweisers.
Buds.
But because we're also sensitive Disney men in their 40s, we're going to be having alcohol-free Bud with lime in it.
Oh, my word. That sounds sublime.
It does, actually.
It does sound...
It sounds
good.
Bud Lime.
It sounds Bud Lime. Oh.
I've no idea what this is like. Do you know what? I don't like Budweiser. It tastes kind of meaty and mushy pea to me as a beer. And it's the first beer I ever actually had. And for a long time I thought I didn't like beer because Budweiser's a very strong taste.
It's quite drinkable, that. It tastes like Bash Shandy.
Very quaffable. I'm going to put that in my Sports Direct mug.
Do you know what? I'm not. I'm going to drink mine out of the can because I'm a lad.
It was £1.
It's worth £1, is that? It's a big can as well.
It's big can, big old can.
Big can.
Yeah. Hashtag not sponsored, but if Budweiser wants to sponsor a fledgling Disneyland Paris channel, you can do. Right. And I hope you're all enjoying a drink there yourselves. Let's do some news because we've got a lot to get through now.
Yes,
suddenly we're worried we're not of anything. Symphony of Colour. I started to write out,
everything.
what was going on, and then I thought, why don't we just read? Copy the link from
somebody else's news
from the
DLP website.
Yeah, I think it's the DLP website. It's called DLP News. Oh, here we go.
Hugh is pressing buttons on his mobile phone whilst trying to find the website that he bookmarked but can't locate.
Well, I didn't bookmark it. I just copied and pasted. It wasn't even a hyperlink. I just copied and pasted some text. So this is from Disneyland Paris-news.com. I'm assuming they're an official an official website, so they wouldn't mind me just reading this out as like a press release, and it doesn't look very fan based. Well, either way, check them out. Spectacular electric parade with drones and new daytime show kickoff 2024 at Disneyland Paris. There you go, a little on-the-fly jingle from our Christopher there.
I've got it somewhere, but not on my button.
Starting January 8th, 2024. I've also heard 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, but so we stumbled at the first hurdle. Starting January the 8th, 2024, life will be as colourful and joyful as in a movie at Disneyland Park. Over the first few weeks of the new year, Disneyland Paris will gradually introduce a series of exciting experiences that will add colour to cloudy winter days. Disney Symphony of Colours.
Sounds good.
This program includes a new nighttime drone sequence, a new daytime show, and brand new decorations.
Well, I've seen some of the decorations, and it looks like they're recycling the 30th moving wheel things. The big 30th sign.
Yeah, over at the entrance, under the train station bridge.
But with princesses and different characters in them. The concept art looks really nice. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the main draw for me is this electrical drone parade to light up the sky.
Yes.
This novelty will pay dazzling tribute to the Main Street Electrical Parade. I've never seen that in person. We've seen the what's the water-based one in Walt Disney World? You
wouldn't want an electrical parade in water, would you?
that floating one.
Badly.
There's a really weird one that's been there ever since the park opened in Florida, and it's like it just makes me chuckle. The music's so cheesy. Have you've seen footage of it?
No,
the one that's on the lake. It's brilliant, but I've never seen that like an electrical parade. I've seen footage of it, and it looks great.
It does.
And I'm not that bothered about a parade. I'll be honest with you. It's one of those things. I'm not there for that, but I do enjoy them enough. But an electrical parade, I like the look of that.
Should I put some pictures on?
Yeah.
I was going to just do it seamlessly, but I wasn't sure when the right
So this
time
is a
was.
tribute to the parade, but it's actually a drone one. Up to 500 drones will parade across the night sky in the form of illuminated floats, symbolising the various icons of the Main Street Electrical Parade. Should we have some pics?
Whitney says electrical water pageant.
There we go. That's the one. Thank you, Whitney.
Here's some pics.
Including Mickey Mouse and his friends' dazzling train, Elliot's the adorable dragon, and Cinderella's carriage. The unforgettable electro-synth-magnetic music, which has been remixed for the occasion, will once again set the tempo for this spectacular festival of nighttime magic.
It's such a good piece of music, that.
Yeah.
I genuinely love it.
It's very iconic.
There's the dragon.
So we've got a dragon. See, I like this.
Sorry,
I'll describe for the listeners. We've just got a big circle of red drones, huge circle going around the top of the castle in the night sky, with the words Disney Electrical Sky Parade in a kind of a vintagey font.
Well, it matches the tone of the electric parade, doesn't it?
Yeah. So it's kind of kitsch, which really hits what I'm into. I like stuff that looks like it kind of peaked in the 90s, and it was anything past the mid-90s I kind of lose a bit of interest in, but anything nostalgic like this, I'm all, as they say, I'm here for it.
Oh, hells yes.
So 500 drones, man. It's going to be on until September the 30th, 2024. And we've got a picture here of the train.
It's going to be on until when, sorry?
September 24.
Yeah.
So, at the end of September.
So we're going to miss it when we go, because we'll be there at Halloween.
Oh, you just miss it.
Boo.
Yeah, so there's some other info, but I won't go into the technical aspects of it. Collaborated with Dronisos, official technology supplier of Disneyland Paris and European leader in drone shows based in France, United States and the Middle East. We won't go into that. But it looks good. So, we've had Disney Delight and Avengers Power of the Night, and this, it's building on that, really.
The spectacular game is pretty strong in DLP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a good job over the last couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So that, I think, for me, that's the biggest draw, but there's a new daytime show celebrating Disney animation and Pixar.
I saw concept for the float for that as well.
Oh, that's starting February 10th.
It's
so a couple of days later.
I saw a float concept that was all like black and white drawing type thing. Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Should we put it on here?
Yeah, put it on the close-up cam. Close-up cam. See, and it's got splashes of colour in it. How good is that?
Yeah, so black and white base with splashes of colour.
It's nice.
That's a nice concept.
It is, isn't it?
I like that. Yeah.
Ah.
So the colourful floats will be inspired by art, music and writing, the core elements at the very heart of Disney animation and Pixar's storytelling. Each of the floats will have its own visual identity and will be packed with many Disney details and references.
Sounds good.
Music will play a central role in setting the pace for the celebration, combining 2 original scores and a mashup of iconic songs from both Disney animation and Pixar films.
Ooh.
You know, bare necessities. We don't talk about Bruno. You've got a friend in me. Per example. And then the last
Circle
thing,
of life.
Yeah. Circle of lights. And then the last thing. So that's a daytime parade. We've got a nighttime thing, a daytime parade. And then there's the decorations. Enchanting decorations on Main Street. The land will be decked out in dazzling decorations from February the 10th again, with a sprinkling of colour, twinkling of light, and some flowery touches that wake up winter, thanks to pixie dust sprinkled by Tinkerbell and her twin sister,
Tinkerbell.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle. I'm not up on the Tinkerbell franchise, I'm afraid.
We used to be. Bonnie used to like them. So we've got another picture here.
we've got another picture.
Listeners, you'll have to check this out on Disneyland.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Disneyland Paris -news.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
.com. Yeah, it's little bit blurry, but you get the impression.
It's got her off of Wish.
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
Yeah, I wonder how much of the focus is going to be on Wish with it being the new thing.
Who knows? I guess we'll find out. It seems like quite a lot if she's the big face in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, you can meet her now. What's the character called? Do you know?
I can't remember. I really should know, shouldn't I? But yes, you can meet her.
Yeah.
Comes out soon, isn't it? Next week, is it?
Oh, is it not out yet?
It's usually Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Ah, okay.
So I think.
Personally,
That'll be
I
next
can
week,
wait until that comes out on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Saw some good reviews, some interesting reviews for it. People who've seen it already have said that they thought it was fantastic on the whole. Been very, very positive.
I don't even think, like with the Marvels, it's not even about if it's good or bad. It's just that there's so much of it. Because a lot of people say, oh, it's really fun, you'll like it, you should go see it. I probably should, but then there's so much of it that, you'd be at the cinema every week, and I get annoyed at the cinema by other people, so I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, I get that.
The decorations are until May 5th, 2024.
I wonder what's going to happen after that. Because that's quite early in the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Summer something.
Well, I suppose if
more
it's
colour stuff, maybe.
If it's waking up winter and winter's over.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. It'll just be the next phase of colour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice, isn't it?
It is nice, isn't it?
It's nice to see, yeah.
I'm interested to see what they do around Halloween time.
I do want to check out the drone show. Maybe a last minute trip.
Now listen.
Now see here.
I think we're in for a world of pain if we go through with this. Any of you who do the extra magic time will know a few months ago, 2 months ago maybe, we did a bit of a hot sauce thing. We introduced the Nachosaurus, but the sauces that we had weren't overly hot, were they? They were all okay.
Yeah, they were the the little Stormtrooper helmet
That's right.
ones that you got me.
Yeah, and they were all okay.
Yeah, they were fine. Yeah, I had them with my lunches, but they weren't a challenge.
But we keep talking about
Oh dear.
the fact that we need to try this Beyond Insanity da-bomb.
Now Chris told me
Put it on
that
the thing.
he handled this unopened and it still burnt was it your eyes?
Yeah,
or
but my eyes and my mouth as well, just a slight touch to my lip.
Yeah, it's the one that you've seen on hot ones that always stops people in the track. It's like number 8 or something, isn't it? And out of 10. But it seems to be the one that stops people in the tracks for some reason, and they just declare that it's awful. So we're gonna have that.
I brought that, but I think we need to introduce ourselves a little bit steadier.
Climatize.
So I brought 2 others as well. I brought a sauce shop Buffalo hot sauce, and I've brought from my trip to Whitby earlier in the year Vampire Slayer seriously hot sauce, just to give them a bit of an introduction because this is quite hot.
The vampire one.
The vampire one's quite hot. I would say it's similar to the Carolina Reaper. I know we're not a hot sauce show, by the way. I know we're probably boring you all and you want to switch off right now. But if you just watch this for a few minutes, it could get a little bit crazy. Or listen. Because I guess as we carry on, if we get into the trip reports and we do the bomb, that could go horribly wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, because...
Especially if we both do it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't like to move my tongue around inside my mouth when I've got hot sauce on the go because it's too painful. So to have to read. Maybe we should do it now and get it out of the way.
Do you think?
Well, let's do something. Let's do one of these ones.
You go and you do it because you're better at serving this stuff out than me. I don't know why that's a thing.
Is that true? I'm not sure I am, but we'll just put a little bit in each.
Yeah.
With the bomb, I think we'll just need to just touch the
breathe near it,
touch the cracker to it. We won't have to pour any out.
Yeah, I think
will
so.
we?
Faye's just asked in the chat, how can you
Yeah.
listen to Extra Magic Time? Well, the answer to that is our Extra Magic Time is our Patreon show. So it's £3 a month to basically help us with the running of the channel and everything that we do here. And as a thanks for that, we do the Extra Magic Time for an extra 20 minutes after this show. The link's in the chat if you want to go and sign up and come along. You can obviously join and once you've paid for a month, you can come for the whole month. And if you don't want to carry on, you can stop it anytime you want. It's literally just, it helps us with things like the equipment that we need to do this and making sure that we keep running, really. And that's it. So that's what it is, isn't it? Anything else to add to that?
Nope.
We do giveaways on there sometimes as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
So there we are.
Sometimes, yeah.
Go then,
Right.
Hugh, where are you going first?
Well, I'm going to go with the what's it called? Sauce Shop Buffalo Hot
Yeah.
Sauce.
Good.
I'll just snap that in half. Just have a little dip here.
Let's see how these are. So this one says,
Nice.
it's sharp, rich and hot. This is what a buffalo-style sauce is all about. Stick this in a grilled cheese sandwich, coat wings in it, or use it as a dipping sauce, which is what we're doing.
Fine. Not really hot at all.
Is it not too bad?
A little bit of a kick. It's nice, though. It's tasty.
When I tried it, I took part of the clump at the top, and I think it just hit me a little bit.
All right.
And I've avoided it since. But actually, yeah, that's not too bad at all.
It's very nice.
It's quite sharp, isn't it?
Yeah. But I'm already I'm eyeing up this Vampire Slayer. Let's just get a bit of that.
It's very garlicky. It's pretty tasty, that, I think.
Yeah. These are both really tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I would happily put that on a ham and cheese toasty.
It's really sweet as well as that. The Vampire Slayer one is really, really nice.
Where'd you get these?
I got the Vampire Slayer at the gift shop at Whitby Abbey. Yeah. But I have seen it in other places. It's fairly widely available, I think. But it's from the Garlic Farm if you're interested.
Yummy.
Not Spawn or whatever it is you always say.
Hashtag not spawn.
Like that. Not Spawn.
What was this other bit?
Next bit
Oh,
of news.
yeah.
Oh, man.
What a load of map.
Oh, man.
Chris sent me a message. Was it today or yesterday saying, have you seen
Yesterday.
the new Disney park paper maps for Disneyland Paris?
They don't do a lot of paper maps anymore. They just have them available in the main shops, I think, don't they, in the town halls and stuff. So if you want one, you can go and get one, but they want you to use the app, really.
Yeah. Do you know what? It almost seems like they want you to use the app so much that they've made them kind of unappealing.
Oh, really unappealing. It's they're white, aren't they? So
Yeah.
it's the covers that are the problem. The map itself is still a beautiful map. You know, the studios one still looks like a chicken, but
Yeah. It's still, but having said that, the map is floating in a white space, which is really dull. I mean, you could
I'm trying to find a picture of it.
You could very easily make the park maps really collectible, but then why would they really? Because they're not making any money from them at all, are they?
We've talked in the past. In fact, we've had people like Andrew Palmer, who's in the chat today, ask us to bring back maps because they want a copy of the latest version.
All right.
I just don't think you'd want a copy of this one.
No, it's utterly uninspiring.
But I can't find a picture of it anywhere.
I know where there is one.
Do you? Where is the one?
Oh. In the place you're currently
Oh, right,
looking.
good. Right, so I just haven't got to it yet then, I think. Here we go. Here you are. Do you want to
Yeah.
do the
So,
honours?
this is a picture from DLP Report.
Do you want to retweet? I'll retweet that after
Okay.
after we've looked as well. So look at that. I mean, it's all right.
I mean, it's a
the
nice
itself
picture
is nice.
of a girl hugging Cinderella with a cat in the background and some geometric design around it. But it's just the fact that it's kind of... Well, it's a fact for me that it's all a kind of...
It just feels like a corporate handout.
Yeah, it's a highly rendered...
Just swipe to the next bit and you can
photograph.
see them in... Oh, that's the inside. There's a couple of pictures, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so the chili sauces have made my nose run.
It's just the dull colours for me. I can't get onto the next picture. There we go. Let's see.
It looks a bit less like a chicken now, doesn't it?
Studios. Yeah, it did look like a chicken. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Susie says she needs some of that hot sauce to start her labour off.
Well, I've got a photograph of Lucy choosing some hot sauce in a big Tesco when she was due, but she didn't actually have any in the end because she went into labour that night, I think. And one of my earliest memories of Bonnie was, you know, being a bit tired and stuff, but having a lot of ham and cheese toasties with Cholula.
Cholula?
You know, that hot sauce Cholula that you get in, like, Chiquitos.
I like their smoky one, but
the smoky one's better.
It's really good.
Yeah.
In fact, we had a bottle of that on the thing, didn't we? The
Lucie.
Whatever it was. What was it?
The charity show.
Yeah.
Last year.
And I think you gave it to me, did you? Or am I imagining that?
I might have left it with you.
I
Yeah.
think you might have said, "Oh, you can have that if you like."
Yeah. Do you know I've got a nice buzz off those hot sauces?
I agree. It's warming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do we dare do this?
I think we should get involved with the bomb beyond
Are you trying
insanity.
to, do the close. Oh, it's already there.
Yeah. But shall we?
Should I do a trip report first?
Yeah. Just so it's not all about hot, because you know.
Then maybe you can start getting the seal off and stuff if you like. But
I'm not sure I want to get it under my nails.
No, I get that. Maybe go and wash the bottle.
No,
Okay,
let's
well,
just do it.
Let's move on to a trip report then. Here we go.
Audience trip roundup.
Okay, audience trip roundup. Yeah, we've got 3 reports today. The first one comes in from Louise Bell. And now, I apologise in advance to anybody who sent in pictures this week, but I haven't had a chance to sort them out, so the pictures aren't there. I might get a chance to pass them over to Hugh to show as we go along, though. Hey, 37 Disney Street. This is Louise, by the way.
Hello, Louise.
Please find below my trip report from my week in the parks with my kids. We spent Halloween in the park. It was incredible. And then she says she's also attached some photos of Darth Vader waffle. I always want to say waffle. Darth Vader waffle.
Waffle.
And pineapple whip. And some Halloween photos. And my youngest meeting Donald Duck as well. And some Small World pictures for Lucy. Here we go then. Saturday, 28th of October. After leaving Melbourne, Australia, we arrived in Paris in the afternoon. That's a bit of a trek.
Isn't it?
We got picked up from the airport and driven to our hotel, the B&B Hotel. We checked in, dropped bags in the room, and jumped on the bus to take us to Disneyland Paris. The bus ride was about 15 to 20 minutes, as it stopped at other hotels on the way. We spent the most of the day in the Disney Village, looking around, not believing we were in Paris, and grabbing dinner before heading back to the hotel to sleep. It's a nice way to spend your start there, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of awe and wonder, and then some food, and then sleep.
Yes. Nice short day. Sunday, 29th of October. First real day in the park. Arrived in the park just around 10 o'clock a.m. I will admit I did cry when walking in through the gates and seeing the castle. I felt like I was home. I was taking pictures left, right and centre. Something's just fallen off the wall next to you. I let my youngest pick the first ride. He decided to go on It's a Small World, Lucie's Spirit Ride, which was beautiful to ride, and then onto the teacups. We walked through all the lands, looking at everything and deciding on rides as we went. The app is so great to help decide on rides with the live updates it gives. I did make sure we went on Phantom Manor, which did stall for a few minutes right as we were going through the ballroom scene, which is my favourite spot in the ride. I think that's one of the best places to stop. Hugh thinks In the Dark is one of the best places to stop.
On what?
On Phantom Manor.
Oh yeah, just for
a cheeky nose pick.
Just pick your nose. You don't get much opportunity to clean your nose in Paris.
No, but breaking down with a view of the ballroom is quite good, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is nice when you break down there.
yeah.
But sorry, stop.
Yeah.
And what do they say?
Because you're like in the balcony of the ballroom and you can just sit and watch it.
What does this say about spirits interrupting?
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah.
Anyway.
Something like that. Yeah.
Anyway. And then they went on Pirates of the Caribbean. We just enjoyed walking around, doing meet and greets and using PhotoPass was fantastic and taking in all the Halloween decorations. We also got to see the Disney Stars on parade, which was amazing. Pretty nice chilled day, that. Monday, the 30th of October, we decided that this would be our day in the Hollywood studios. We got to the park just after 9:30. It was raining all day. We went around. My nose is running and I'm salivating quite heavily right now. So I apologise if I've got a lot of what I like to call clacky mouth going on at the moment. If you don't know what clacky mouth is, just think about it a little bit.
Well, I can tell you specific podcasts where that's an issue that almost makes me stop listening. But I shan't because one of them's Disney based. So let's try and be nice.
Every Disney-based podcast is now thinking, who's he talking
No,
about?
it's
Is it
well,
us?
it's an American
Is it
one.
us?
It's an American one. I'll say that.
We went around all the shops, my favourite part. First ride of the day was Cars Rally. Then while walking around afterwards, we came across Ratatouille. We decided that even though it was a 30-minute wait, we would do it anyway. While waiting, we made friends with a family in front of us, and we were chatting to them while we waited. My youngest loved the ride. It was so well done. After the ride, we went back through to Toy Story Land, and ended up going on the Cars road trip. It was brief but great way to just relax a bit. My eldest wanted to do Crush's Coaster, but the wait time was well over 75 minutes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So we decided against it. We went around to Marvel Land and decided we had to go and do Web Slingers. This was the only ride I bought Premier Access for, as the wait time was 50 minutes. The kids wanted to do this ride more than anything. We got halfway through the line and the ride broke down.
Oh.
We waited a few minutes and it was back up and running. So
Yay.
we kept moving towards the head of the line. We were near the front of the line when it went down again.
Oh.
And waited 10 minutes before it was up and running again.
Yay!
Then it was our turn. It was a lot of fun, even if it did break down twice before we got on it. After riding some rides, the eldest decided he wanted to do the Animation Academy, so we left him in line with my youngest, and I walked around the park. Unfortunately, my eldest didn't realise he was in the wrong line, and he was in line to meet Olaf.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh.
After walking around a bit more, we decided to head back to the hotel for dinner and bed. Tuesday, the 31st, Halloween in the park day. We got to the park a little after 10 a.m. The morning parade was happening, so we used that time to start doing rides. We started in Frontierland and worked our way around the lands. We planned the busier rides for the next day. We did the character dining at Plaza Gardens for dinner. My youngest is a big Donald Duck fan, and he was wearing his Donald Duck jumper to dinner when we got to meet Donald. It was the best character interaction with a character we had. Donald saw him at the table and got so excited when he saw his jumper and started jumping for joy. He hugged my youngest and gave him lots of hugs and kisses and signed his autograph book. And even Donald pointed out my son's jumper to a passing server who got involved in the fun. That is going to be one of the memories that will stay with us for life.
Oh.
Love that. 1st of November, early start day. In-gates to park by 9:15 and straight to Frontierland. I can't speak, I apologise. And straight to Frontierland to ride Big Thunder Mountain. 20-minute wait. Eldest son had to bribe the youngest to go on the ride. I loved this ride. So happy I got to ride it. It was awesome. Next, we headed to Discoveryland to do Buzz Lightyear. 15-minute wait. Ride was great to play. Once we got to the ride and started shooting, the ride stalled for a few minutes, so we just kept shooting targets, which got points up.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big tip, that. If it stops, don't give up. Just
Keep going, man.
find a target and keep hitting it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I ended up finishing on 26,900 points. From there, we went on Star Tours. This was a 10-minute wait. On our transport, we crashed through Hoth and then finished on Naboo. My youngest was disappointed in that. Also, he wasn't picked as the rebel spy. Hoth's good. I'd be disappointed in Naboo. I've been to Naboo a lot of time.
Yeah, I like a bit of Naboo. I'm trying to think
But the fish bit's good. There's always a bigger fish. That's quite a good bit.
I just don't like crate. I kind of roll my eyes and go, oh,
It's all that red under the sand. Isn't
this
it?
one is it? It should be a good one, but because I'm not keen on the sequels, I just go, oh, we're in the sequels, are we?
Yeah.
Me and Bonnie just like the Wookiee planet. That's our favourite,
Kashyyyk.
isn't it, Bonnie? Yeah.
We then waited 20 minutes to meet Darth Vader. He was awesome to meet, but my youngest wasn't happy he didn't get his autograph as he doesn't sign them. So to make him feel better, we went and each got a Darth Vader waffle with Nutella. Vader is still not a great talking point in our house. We finished Discoveryland with a tour through the Nautilus. We enjoyed all the videos, but no giant squid. We then headed back to our hotel for a few hours break and a nap ahead of heading back for the night fireworks. Back in the park just after 6 p.m, we had dinner at Casey's Corner, and following dinner, we rode the carousel and then went to the Pinocchio ride for a 15-minute wait. We went back to Small World as it had a 5-minute wait, and after Small World, we checked the app and headed over to Pirates, another 5-minute wait. We were hoping to do Peter Pan,
Doing well.
but it was 25 minutes. Then we went down for the night. We walked around, although then it went down, not them. It went down for the night. We walked around and took a lot of photos through the park at night while waiting for the fireworks. We did a bit of shopping before the fireworks. I have to say that Main Street at night is so pretty. The Nightfall with Disney Villains and the Disney Dreams Extravaganza were fantastic to watch. Thursday, the 2nd of November. Late start to the day for us. We ended up in the park around 11:30. Started off in the village looking for gifts for families and friends, and then onto the park to finish off rides and do our favourite rides. We were hoping again to do Peter Pan, but it was an extremely long wait time, so that didn't happen. Youngest wanted to do Small World again, so we headed over there. 3rd time for those who are counting. We're always counting how many times you do Small World.
We tend to do about 3 per trip.
I think 7 was what we did the first time we went. Oof. I know. We then climbed onto the top of the castle and looked out on the balcony and looked at the story of Sleeping Beauty while in the castle. We wanted to see the afternoon parade, but due to the weather it was cancelled. It was very windy. So we went through Adventureland and stopped there, and the kids had ice cream and I had a pineapple whip. Then we walked around Main Street for a bit and then headed back to the hotel to pack up to head home.
The picture of the pineapple whip that they shared on Facebook was... it just looked nicer than the one I had, which mine looked like mush. But the machine had been broken, but it looked more civilized.
We'll have a quick look at these pictures when we're done, actually, because there's some nice ones. And if I don't show your photos later in a different one, it's not because they're not nice. Just accept that these ones are nice. Friday the 3rd of November. I don't know what that disclaimer was about. Friday the 3rd of November. Checked out the hotel and got driven to our hotel near the airport for our early morning flight on Saturday. Already feeling the Disney blues by this day, but not long for the next taste of Disney. We have a 3-day Disney cruise booked for February next year for my youngest birthday. And then they finish off with the rides we didn't do. Peter Pan, Casey Jr.'s Train, Broke Down, Crusher's Coaster, Hollywood Tower, Toy Soldiers Drop, RC Racer, Slinky Dog Zigzag, Avengers Assemble Flight Force, Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, Autopia, Mickey Philomagic, Indiana Jones, Pirates Galleon, closed, Pirates Beach, closed. They're always closed, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the Galleon, yeah.
I don't think it's been open for a long time, has it?
No, I've been on it once, but I can't remember when that was. It might have been when we went in like 2001.
It's easy to list what we didn't do, as we did so much. Characters we met: Baloo, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Tigger, Eeyore, Darth Vader, and Pluto. So if you want to just quickly go through a few of those pictures, but I think the Donald ones in particular are really nice.
On the old close-up cam.
Close-up. Here's a close-up
Oh yeah,
cam.
so with the Donald jumper on there. That's a cool jumper.
That's a really cool jumper. I like Angry Donald. I like that look of him.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I like Donald when he, when he holds one fist out and he winds his other arm up. So we've got some Main Street at night pics. Now this was the picture that Louise shared on Facebook. Now that looks okay. Does that?
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
That pineapple whip.
It's drooped a little.
It's a nice bright colour. Mine wasn't like that. It has drooped a bit, but that's all right.
Oh, how nice does Small World look
Small
there?
World at night, Small World at day. There's the Vader waffle. They do just slather that Nutella on there, don't they?
So you can't see the definition anymore.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Thanks for that.
Brilliant. Yes, thank you, Louise. If you want to send in a trip report, you can send
If
it to
you would
mailbox at 37disneystreet.co.uk. I'm going to introduce another drink before we do this, because I've just got this feeling that we'll need it. So I brought equally manly drinks. They're called Nissi or Nice Eye.
Yeah, I've seen these around.
Fruit salad lemonade and pear drop lemonade. You can choose which you like, or you can have a bit of one and then go in for a bit of the other if you like. And you don't have to have any right now, so don't feel any pressure.
I will put the pear drop in reserve if I need it. But, do you know what I was going to say? I don't think I will, but I can't commit to that opinion. And then
we need to see what happens.
Embarrass myself. So, shall I tip a bit out into that section where there's?
I don't know, because it'll taint it, won't it?
Do you know what? I bet it doesn't. Shall I wipe it out with it?
Yeah, just in case we need some of these other sauces to cool our mouths down in a little while. Oh, jeez. Can I just say to everyone, I'm really nervous about doing this because I think I like hot sauces, but I'm feeling I'm not going to enjoy this at all.
I've always wanted to know what this is like, and we're about to find out, because I love hot ones, even though I called it hot wings earlier. I do love it. Oops, I noticed there was a Louis Theroux one that's just uploaded.
Oh, I'd seen that.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Just before we do this as well, just in case I go through some kind of insanity and I forget things, I just want to say a massive thank you to Faye.
I thought you were going to say, before we do this, I want to say we love you all.
Avenge our deaths.
Yeah.
Lucy would never have let us do this. No, I just wanted to say thank you to Faye and to Lisa, who've both just joined our Patreon.
Oh, cool.
Disney Street Pals.
Right, I'm just going to pour a little bit out, because we won't need a lot, will we?
No, we shouldn't do.
Oop. But then I'm saying that, but like, will we be able to, like, I'm not sure you'll ever finish this bottle, so we could probably pour quite a lot out. Anyway, there's a little bit in there to get us started.
I'm
Do you
getting
know
a headache just thinking about it.
What if it's absolutely fine?
Then we're going to feel really disappointed, aren't we?
Yeah. Dab, 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 dab.
How dabbing have you gone?
Not
I'm
too
sure I'm
much.
doing that dab. I'm doing that.
Good luck to you.
Chin chin.
All the best to you. Right, okay.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah. It is quite smoky.
It is smoky, yeah.
Right, okay. I'll just leave that a second because it is building.
And that's what always happens on the programme. It builds.
But the thing is, because I eat a lot of hot sauce, what if this isn't that bad?
I mean, at the moment, it's not.
It's pretty bad. It is building, though.
It is definitely building.
That is building.
Oh, now, okay, so I can tell you now from past experience, this
The-
feeling on my
the-
tongue is
the-
what I got from the bottle before. So it was definitely from this.
Well, that's a relief. It wasn't like rat pee.
It took about half an hour for it to go, and that was like the slightest dab of something.
Huh.
That's painful on the tongue, isn't it?
It isn't as hot as the piece of Naga chili that we ate on the show that time.
Last year?
Yeah.
No, it's not. I'd agree
But-
with that.
That is very hot. But I'm enjoying myself.
I am at the moment. I can feel a sweat coming on my head. And
Susie
I'm wearing-
says, good luck, lads.
At the moment, I'm wearing a jumper, and I'm just not sure I should be wearing a jumper. I want to drink something, but I kind of think I should hold off.
It's all right, actually. It's all right.
It is. You couldn't have it in the type of quantities we have these other ones, though.
I do want to have a drink, but then I know that
Oh, I just licked my lips.
having a drink creates a contrast between the pain going away and then the pain coming back. So I'm just going to ride it out, I think. Is milk the best? Not the best for this kind of thing. I've heard conflicting reports on that, Lisa. Some people swear by it because they say the fat absorbs some of it, but some people say not so much. I find that nothing really helps.
I don't find that too bad.
That's all right. I think we got away with it.
It's making me salivate quite heavily at the moment.
It probably it is. It's lived up to the hype,
Yeah, because if you...
but it's not finished me off. But I wonder how much they put on the actual wings on the show.
Well,
it might be a
always seem
lot
to
more.
Put not very much of this on, don't they? But it's a build-up, isn't it? They've done... By the time they get to this, they've done 7 other hot sauces that get hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. So... Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun. I'll be having some more of that in a bit.
There we are. I want more of this one, but that's the one that you've wiped out.
The nice one.
The nice one, yeah.
Ah.
Okay, so...
I do have the tell for me is sweating under the eye bags. Well, under the eyes. I get sweaty eye bags. What about you?
I am doing it at the moment, yeah.
Did you get it there as well?
Oh, I've just touched it as well, haven't I? I'm not sure whether I've had enough because you seem to be... I quite honestly just thinking, this isn't that bad, I might have a bit more.
Yeah, I had enough.
And yet at the same time, it feels like my mouth's bleeding.
Emily says, I love how this is your reaction compared to Lucy having a mild one. Yeah, she'd have to go outside and put her head in the cool grass or something if she had this.
I get why people think it's disgusting, though. Like, they don't like the flavour of it. It's not particularly tasty sauce, so yeah.
Well, no, but it definitely had a taste when it first went in. It was smoky.
It is smoky, yeah. But it's just got this ridiculous bitterness to it.
I'm enjoying myself, guys.
I think I might have just pushed myself over the edge there.
The endorphins kicking in.
Well, we're doing a show, aren't we?
Yeah.
Should we do some more of that stuff?
Yeah.
I'll do another trip report then, if I can manage it.
Yeah.
Okay, so having more was a bad idea. I'm just
you
going to say
do
that. My glasses are steaming up.
I'll have some of this other one, and then I'll have some more while you're doing this report.
Okay. So, yeah, my glasses are really steaming up, look.
That's what Susie said. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Right, sorry. The next trip report we have is hopefully a short one. It's from Jesus. Yeah, it's got worse as this.
Ooh, that's quite a lot.
It's from Stacey Warner. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Stacey.
Stacey's trip report is from the 9th of November to the 13th of November. That's when I was in Whitby last because it was my wife's 40th birthday. Mm-hmm. I'm really struggling to put any kind of sense into what I'm saying at the moment. She says, hiya, trip report attached plus some Christmas pics. I'll try and show you some of the Christmas pics actually at the end because they're quite good. So here we go. Trip report. Coughs, tears, and a little bit of pixie dust. It's got a headline.
Oh, we like headlines.
Yeah. One day to Disney. Disaster strikes. What seemed an innocent cold develops into a fever. Seriously considered cancelling the trip I've waited my whole life for due to being too unwell to travel. Devastated.
No.
Day one. I'm going to have a drink now. Sorry. There's more saliva building up in my mouth than there is drink left in that can. What an awful thought. I apologise. Day one. Fever broke out overnight. Decision made. Masked up. Plenty of hand gel and off we went. Eurostar easy enough. Seats changed despite requesting specific ones, but got a table to ourselves, which felt like an upgrade. The change at Lille was easy. Arrived at Marne-la-Vallée and checked in at Disney Express. Note that every step of the journey had been accessible, which is a blessing with a big suitcase. Not the case on the return with an escalator out at Lille apparently. Personally felt Disney Express was worth it. Arrived at Disneyland Park at 5:25 and the streets were boarded with people waiting the parade, so we grabbed a good spot. At the first sight of them, I feel my eyes stinging with tears. My eyes are stinging as well.
Yep, I hear that.
With tears. As the Princess float arrived, it gives way to actually... As the Princess float arrives, it gives way to actually crying. I've no idea if Aurora, my all-time favourite princess from childhood, spotted this, or it was just coincidence, but she gave me a wave and a love heart. After the parade, I ended up having a sob in the toilets. Joy,
Oh dear.
joy, relief that I'm here, all of the emotions. I have to stop to blow my nose. Do you fancy reading a bit for me?
Sure.
We're at this paragraph here.
Okay. A few more tears on Main Street, but I'm beaming under my face covering. We decided on an early night, but I wanted to enjoy a little more Disney magic before checking in. So we walked on to It's a Small World, followed by one of our most anticipated rides of the trip, Phantom Manor. Woo! Absolutely adored everything about this ride, from the pre-show to the decadent station to the iconic Ballroom Pepper's Ghosts. Ballroom Pepper's Ghosts. Do
Do you need to give it back?
I'm actually crying here. After a quick dinner, I think I've got all. Sorry to interrupt the trip report. I've got all the effects of the my eyes. I've never had my eyes like water. Like I'm crying here. I've got tears dripping, but I'm kind of okay at the same time. I've just got the effects, but anyway,
It's kind of funny.
after a quick dinner, we walked back to Santa Fe. It really is a pleasant enough walk, and for the most part, well signposted, although we felt there could have been a few more signposts pointing to reception. We spent more time than planned in our hotel room and can confirm, even if budget, it's very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2, more unwell overnight.
Oh, no.
Woke up with no voice. Ventured out for a mooch around Disney Village around 3 p.m. 3 p.m? And had a late lunch at Rainforest Cafe. Came to a healthy €105, but felt worth it for the atmosphere. We like Rainforest Cafe.
I like Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
It's nice.
After shopping, we wandered across to Studios /Stark Factory for a cuppa. Just caught the Star-Lord and Gamora dance-off, which was great fun. Guardians is my favourite of the Marvel stories. So this was another lovely touch of magic, even without being on the parks much at all that day. Finished the day early. Fingers crossed for 2 proper park days to follow. Chris? Should take it in turns. Go into like...
Day 3.
Don't touch the eyes. Oh, got to
Yeah,
remember that.
don't touch the eyes. Day 3. Felt human enough. I'm starting to feel human enough as well to be on the park properly. And we should always do these like this, by the way. Hugh's not in a good way. Only caught the end of extra magic hours, extra magic hours. But starting the day with coffee and Mickey-shaped snacks in front of the castle was a great feeling at last, especially as we had just walked down a snowy main street for the start of Christmas with music from the best Christmas film ever playing.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh,
Duh.
close.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
We did Pirates, Peter Pan, Phantom Manor, all the P's, then stopped for lunch.
Did they say all the P's? Or
No,
did you- oh, okay.
Should have done Pinocchio as well. Unfortunately, my siblings.
Come on, Chris.
Unfortunately, my
can do it.
sibling was now suffering, so they
Oh,
went
no.
off for a nap. I headed on Big Thunder and then went back for a rest on my own. My sibling was now bedridden, and I was looking at the prospect of my first trip now being a solo one, which was really quite daunting. I like my own company, but so much of Disney is sharing magic with loved ones, and I felt so sad for my brother. Yeah, I bet. Later, we watched a Christmas parade from the curbside spot with my back to Discoveryland. Turned out to be a very good spot.
Yeah.
As I felt immersed in the parade. I had a great view of the castle and could wave at the floats off as they left the area. Evening in Discoveryland for Buzz, Star Tours and Hyperspace Mountain, the ride that actually sparked my interest in roller coasters as a child. I was proud of doing my first solo go on a coaster that goes upside down. It felt fitting that it ended up being that one. Oh, it's a nice little story. Decided to wait for the fireworks, sitting in the fountain outside Plaza, sitting on the fountain, not in it, outside Plaza Gardens. Maybe not the perfect view, but felt standing for 70 minutes would turn out to be a mistake, given everything. It was incredible, and waving to Mickey and Minnie in their Christmas outfits on the way out was the icing on the cake. Day 4 spent the morning resting up, venturing out, one-ish to a fairly productive afternoon in the studios, thanks to Disney single rider queues. Did Ratatouille, then watched Mickey and the Magician, cried again, followed by Cars Road Trip and trying my first ever corn dog. Soaked up the atmosphere and had a coffee on Avengers Campus, then did Web Slingers and Flight Force before heading back for a break around 5 o'clock. I was very surprised how much I enjoyed Flight Force, as I'd heard mixed reviews, but the ride I had was great.
Yep. Great track. Lazy. The theming's a bit rubbish when you actually get onto the ride.
The more I think about it, the more I enjoyed it. The more I think I enjoyed it. I'm not a roller coaster person at all, but I did enjoy that. Decided I had the stamina to stand, so watched the fireworks from the very front of the castle, and it was well worth the effort. As the man behind me said, that alone makes it all worth it. Teary-eyed me agreed completely. So many tears. Day 5, still missed EMH, but headed down on a mission. Got rides on Phantom, Pirates, It's a Small World, Hyperspace, Star Tours before heading back to Marne la Vallée. I was quite amused that I was mistaken for a cast member several times this morning. You'll all have to let me know if I accidentally dressed as one. It's just my regular winter coat. I'll have a look at the pictures in a second. I think I'll always feel a bit heartbroken that my first Disney experience contained so much sickness and sadness, but the whole experience contained such an important reminder. The magic isn't in the amount you do or the massive itinerary you want to tick off. It is the little moments, a princess waving, a glimpse at the castle. And we were so careful to treasure those because we weren't sure how many we would get. On the last morning, as I stood looking at the castle with tears in my eyes, all I could think was, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, that was well written with a nice sentence at the end. Just like you get that in a magazine or something, innit? Or, yeah.
Want to show the pictures?
Sure.
Here comes a close-up.
There we go.
So I think that is the coat that she was referring to.
Right. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see possibly why, but at the same time,
It's smart, isn't it? I think
I'd have to be pretty convinced that someone was a cast member before I went and asked them a question.
Yeah.
Someone came up to me in a branch of Jackson's and asked me where something was, but I was wearing a Sainsbury's uniform.
Well, Jackson's is Sainsbury's.
Oh, it is now. I don't think it was then.
Ah, okay.
This was like 2003.
Ah.
So yeah, we got a picture of the parade at night.
Christmas parade.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Very nice. Thanks for that.
There we are. Oh, I've just dropped a crisp on the floor that must have been attached to my clothes earlier.
Now we've just got the nice warm buzz now.
Yeah, it's
well,
definitely calmed down, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That wasn't that. I dare go in again, I think.
Now either Lucie's joined in as well, or Bonnie's just called me Hugh. Never seen Hugh actually find a hot sauce hot.
She's probably decided not to say daddy. Now, did you say that you wanted the pear drop? Right, then I'm going to...
I can save that for next week, though.
Well, I'm going in with this because I need a drink. So, what's next? Where are we at?
Well, we've got another trip report, but I think we'll save that for next week now, shall we?
Yeah, let's. So
there was a good question on our group, though. What are you going to say?
I was just going to say that I haven't posted the link for Extra Magic Time yet, so if you could do some talking while I arrange that, that would be really useful.
Yeah. Right, the question was from Lisa today. Morning all, I've been trying to figure out rider switch for Indiana Jones and Space Mountain and not had much luck, so hoping you knowledgeable lot can help. Questions are, can you use single rider line with rider switch? Now, I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to find out. And with these rides, can you just get a ticket from the cast member when off ride to pass to the parent to use later? Or does the other parent need to wait at the ride to hop on, join the queue at the exit area for both of these? As far as I know, you can just, as you're getting off the ride, if there's a cast member at the entrance, check with them there as well. Just so, because sometimes you can get off the ride and they'll kind of shrug and they say, I don't know. So at the beginning, just check. But it's more than likely at the end of the ride, you'll find a cast member and say, can I have a, what do you call it? Ride switch tickets? We sometimes call it baby swap, but that's when they shrug at you. But so the comments were from people. Ruben said, just ask as you exit and they will give you a ticket or a password. I didn't know about getting a password. Have you heard about this?
No.
A password? That feels really top secret, but I like that.
Sounds important, doesn't it?
Then let your partner know and they're walking through the fast pass entrance for Space Mountain and the exit for Indiana Jones. Well, at least that's how it worked a month ago. So Ruben with some up-to-date info there. Jane said, yes, I'd love to hear about people's experiences. We used the service in 2019 when we had a 2-year-old. Sometimes they gave us a fast pass, and sometimes they did nothing. They just looked a bit clueless, and we'd give up. This time we're going with a now 6-year and 2-year-old. I wasn't sure if my 6-year-old is allowed to ride with both of us whilst the other parent waits with our 2-year-old. Also, what term do people use? We asked for baby switch. I was just saying that, but but often with no luck. Was the worst. Often we couldn't find any cast members to ask. I think it's rider switch. I know that's what it is in Florida, but I think rider switch is a more universal term for it, I would say.
You know more about this than me.
Yeah. What else? Ingrid said, we use it heaps. Just say baby switch. So, yeah. One or the other. Baby switch, rider swap, rider switch. Some combination of that. On the way out, look for a cast member before you leave the ride. They usually give you a small card, and yes, it's compatible with single rider queue, says Ingrid. Yeah. Oh. So I didn't know that. I wouldn't think about going into the single ride. Well, does that mean the first person goes through the single rider, does it a bit quicker, and then gets the pass, and then gives it to the other person, and they go through the fast pass entrance? If there isn't a fast pass entrance, I guess they would just go through single rider, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters too much how you get in. As long as you've got that card, you'll be all right. Cheryl says, same, we would love to know more as we usually travel in a group, but this year it's just 2 of us and a 4-year-old. We were thinking of even paying for individual passes for rides we really want to do. It's actually a benefit, actually, if you've got a child who, you need to take it in turns to do a ride with while one watches the child. It's actually a bit of a benefit, really, if you don't mind separating for a while, just to kind of not have to queue as a family in a slow lane.
I think it's one of the difficulties that my brother had when he's been this time, because he has 3 kids. He's got a 7-year-old and then two twins who are 4. Yeah. And I think possibly even doing the swaps are quite a difficult thing to do because of the number of kids they've got.
Yeah. It sounds like a logistical nightmare.
Yep.
It's just been as well.
He has. Do you know? I spoke to him this weekend about it, and he had an absolutely brilliant time. He was amazed by the whole.
Is he
place.
sending a trip report?
I didn't ask him actually. I should do, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
But he loved it. He got travel sick on Star Tours.
Someone else.
Yeah. And
I'll have some more of this garlic one.
Yeah, I'd like some more of the garlic one as well, actually. Just to cool me back down again. It's the come down juice. But yeah, I think they had such a good time. They're definitely going to go again. He's already thinking about that and trying to work out how and when. But they also absolutely loved the. Rookie mistake. Don't put food in.
Let me guess. They absolutely loved the storybook boat ride.
No, not storybook boat ride. The Centre Parks, whatever it's called.
Village Nature.
Village Nature. They thought it was absolutely brilliant. They did is it 3 where you do 3 nights and you get 2 days in the parks,
right?
And they spent a full day there. They said the water park was brilliant and the girls absolutely loved it. So I think for younger kids and everything, and it's very much up their street. It's the kind of thing that they would do here as well. So Yeah, I think they'll go back and do it that way again.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Yeah, we like Village Nature.
Yeah. We did get some other stuff in the Facebook page. I know we're due to finish, but I feel like if I don't mention it now, then the time's passed and that's no good. So
We're overdue to finish.
did my usual thing and said what's going on with everybody and tell us what you're grumpy about and that. And Andrew said, "Can someone explain why Wish will be a good movie?"
Why? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Why it will be a good movie? Why?
Well, here you go. This is my take on it. You ready for this?
Yeah.
It's a musical, and Disney generally do the musical classics really well.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's as much as I've got.
Yeah.
It seems to be a different animation style to what they've done more recently, so that'll make it interesting, if nothing else. I can't think of a third reason.
Try.
Yeah, because it's Disney, and generally, one or two films aside, when it comes to the Disney classics,
Because that
they're
star
all
looks
reasonably
cute.
good.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
a good hat in the parks. Have you seen the hat? The Wish hat of the star.
No,
It's a yellow hat, but like at the front of the hat is the star. But it's just kind of that star character is just kind of sticking out of the hat.
oh,
It's a baseball hat.
I've got another one.
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk's in it,
Alan Tudyk.
so that'll do, won't it? That's
Nice.
good. There's some reasons for you, Andrew.
Does he play a goat?
I believe he does, doesn't he?
Probably.
I think he does play some kind of animal,
Sounds about right.
because he's the new Welker.
Yeah.
Did any of you notice the Where's Welker jingle at the beginning of the show, by the way? Next one. Louise says, still battling Disney blues. Been back at work for 2 weeks and I'm wishing I was back in Disneyland Paris. Estelle says, here's a tip I've been meaning to share for years. What happens if you unexpectedly get your period whilst at DLP?
Oh yeah, it
Happened to me.
Yeah.
Fear not. If you're staying on site, the Disney hotels have you covered. Just ask for Serviette Hygienique at the hotel gift shop and they'll have pads and tampons behind the tills in a cupboard. They also have them at a place where you can hire pushchairs. Now, I feel like I should be embarrassed talking about this.
Pushchairs.
Pushchairs, yeah.
Oh, Lucy's
But
here.
I'm not.
Well, Lucy, we're just finishing.
Because it's just natural stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, come say bye. Well, we're just talking about what was it? Hygienique.
Yeah, Serviette
Hygienique. Now, where best to get your sanitary towel info than on the brochure?
I had a problem with this.
Did you?
Yeah.
In- In Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was only one shop in the park that sold them, so I had to go on a wild goose chase.
Well, you'll like this tip then. You'll
I
like.
know I saw it online. Can I squeeze in the middle?
Well, then I won't read it out again.
We've had the bomb beyond insanity. You know, the bad one.
Oh, Lucy
yeah.
needs to try it.
No.
Oh yeah, right.
Your chair's underneath as well.
Oh, it's all right. You're going now, aren't you? Look, I'm
we're going.
representing now.
Then there was just a couple of grumbles, so I'll throw those out because we are over time, I know. But Lisa says my grumble is the Disney app still showing Halloween bats when you open it.
Yeah.
And then Jenny and Nick Williams say yes, us too, and Lauren says yes, me as well.
I got to check that out.
I just got you both a present.
Oh, it does. Should we do
You
it on
must be grumpy.
Let's do it on the. Let's do it for real. Let me just reject
there.
the preferences. Oh, I got what close? Right, here we go.
It won't close. Here we go.
Ready?
Ooh,
Blood red sky.
It's
Bats. Even bats on the logo.
Christmas.
I got you both a gift from London.
We got a gift from London. In London.
Ooh.
Oh. Should we have these on the show next week?
These are
Yeah.
proper bro drinks, these, aren't they?
I know.
We've got
Oh,
little.
thank you.
Oh,
But we can't see.
we've
They're
got
still on the,
anime
Yu-Gi-Oh.
drinks
Is
cans.
it Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
That's someone. Lucas has him on a shirt.
Ocean Bomb. Oh, it's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it is Dragon Ball Z.
Or Dragon Ball. Is that Dragon Ball Z or just
Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super.
Thanks, Lucy.
We should finish the show, shouldn't we? Because we're just waffling now.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the main screen, and then I'm going to press the finish button. Thank you all so much for joining us on this very strange show.
Brochure.
I apologise for all the sweat and tears, but it's been kind of fun.
No blood. Oh.
No, but my tongue did feel like it was on fire and bleeding at one point. If you're going to join us on the Patreon show, we'll be doing that in a couple of minutes' time. And Lucy might even join us if she feels like it. We'll see how she goes. She needs to go and do some sorting stuff out, but she'll be there.
Yeah.
Thank you again to the two of you who've joined Patreon and going to be joining us there as well. And we'll speak to you all next week. Bye.
Peace.
Look,